Howdy folks, I hope you are well. My name is Nick from the Commodore 64. I'm looking at a game we've already looked at on the Commodore Amiga, which was a bit rubbish. This one is International Truck Racing, published by Zeppelin Games in 1993. So we'll see if it fares any better in 8-bit land. I suppose it might be. We're racing trucks. It's a top-down racing game which also came out on the Atari ST. You've got 6 opponents, I think, or the 6 cars in total, but we'll soon find out. This is my first go of the thing, so non-expert gameplay. But nincompoop chat all the way. So you can buy these upgrades with money that you've got each time. It's probably a good strategy for getting the right ones first. But anyway, I'll just go forward. So would there have been enough there in this game if you were to go back and play it again? The music is pretty good for 8-bit fare. So here we go, we've equipped the truck, now let's race. This is my first go of this version. I'm the red car at the front. Right, here we go, I'm getting scared. Right, okay. Now, you can see on the bottom right, there's a fuel running out. Oops. There, that needs to be refilled, I think, about every couple of laps or so. Damage is 18. I'm not sure about this engine sound. Anyway, damage is 18. If that goes to a certain level, we're doomed. But at the moment, we're flying in the lead, which is good. The truck handles a little bit weird with the trailer. But that's how trucks would handle it in the real world. I was in first place. Oh, taking a bit of damage there. Right, so I'm into second place now. Now, to go to the next race, you need to qualify in the top 3. Looks like we're going to do that because the 4th one is miles away, as long as we don't run out of fuel anywhere. I don't think the other trucks need to stop for fuel. That was a problem with the Commodore Amiga version that leaves it a bit tricky. So as a first go, it's handling okay. Once you get used to it, the sounds, you could convince yourselves that sounds a bit like a lorry. I'm not sure how many tracks this one has got. I think the Amiga version used versus 6 trucks. Looks like there's 4 in total here. I'm the red versus the blue and the green as I take the lead again, do I? Want to avoid contact with any of the other ones if I can do. Check out the damage is going down. I think we have to do 5 laps. You refuel by going into the pits there. I think you might have to stop, I'm not sure. Look, my fuel's flashing. I should have stopped for a fuel reload there. When you run out of fuel, the car will just poodle on, or the truck I should say. It's scrolling quite well, and you know, it is a lot kinder in 8-bit. It's more of an 8-bit game, so I actually like it. It's not, oops, run out of fuel. It's not as good as Slicks that we reviewed a few weeks ago. Oh man, come on, just let me into the fuel field. Oh, that's a big boo-boo, see? Right, let's get some fuel up. Fuel's going up, damage is going down. Now I'm fighting between 4th and 3rd place. Oh man. And I've already taken a lot of damage to that collision there. Get out the way, yellow lorry. Now, if you had this one back in the day, then let me know what your experiences are, because these games are always a little bit better if you've got a bit of nostalgia on it. So, scrolling well, sounding okay. I think once you get used to the upgrades, I think you'll be flying. There's obviously a bit of a skill there with knowing when to pit or not, but I'm in a fairly safe 3rd place. So you will be going through a few of the tracks quite easily. There we go. So I could have come second there, but I pitted at the wrong time. But you'll get that with experience. See, lap 4, 35 seconds. That cost me about 12 seconds in total. Right, how much money have I got for 3rd? The higher you come up, the more money that you're awarded. So you'll be flying. I've only got 800 cash here. So engine, we've got 1 star out of 5. Fuel, we can buy more fuel if we think that's a problem, which I'll do. 300 left. Extra good brakes around the corners. That will help as well. Bit of a cyan mauve colour going on. I fancy dancing to this music. Boo 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 boo. But this isn't bad. It's not as good as Slicks. Right, anyway, 4 cars. I'm in 3rd on the grid here because that's where I finished before. Don't run out of fuel, big nose. That's the good tip. It is a bit of a pain that the other lorries don't have to stop for fuel though. But anyway, put your favourite Commodore 64 top-down race game below. I might have covered it. I might not have done. We'll see, but as I say, it is a bit clunky controlling the lorries, but that's the part of the genre, and overtaking is a little bit tricky without taking any damage. Yeah, I should have saved up and got a better engine. So I think systematically, if you buy the right things at the right time, I think you'd be flying through this no problem. And I've done things quite clearly in the wrong order. I did get off a good start with coming 3rd in the first race. How am I going to overtake 3 abreast of each other? Yeah, I think if you do it in the right order, slowing each other down now, if you do things in the right order, you're there. I think the other lorries can blow up if they take too much damage. Oh look, one has blown up. So I'm going to come 3rd anyway, that's the end of them. Maybe if the other 2 blow up, I can win. Right, so 3rd place regardless of what happens, as long as I don't die. as we come up to the end of... Is this the end of the first lap? Yeah, lap 2. Whoa. Oh man, right, it's third place again, so I'm getting piffly points here. Come on. The yellow lorry come fourth in the last one, which was a poor standing from them, but yeah, if they're alongside each other, I'm Doomsville. It might be a good tactic just to drive through the pitch after each lap and refuel, rather than keep going past. Hopefully I've got enough fuel to get round this lap at least. You need to get off to a flying start, so you don't need to overtake these cars, and I think if you do that, the game might be a little bit too easy. But I'm doing it the hard way. Dodgy gameplay, nonsense chat. Now, if you've watched this far into the video and put up with my silly talking, then it might be a case that you like this kind of thing. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so, because that helps me continue. Big thank you, as always, to everyone that's subscribed so far and watched the video this far in. Look, my fuel's flashing as well. Don't you flash. Not going to be responsible for that. Now, thank you to the members as well. If you want to see more Commodore 64 games, what we've reviewed so far, they're all in a playlist. Which is, well, to get there, click on my username. We know this already. Also, run at the old nincompoop. Yeah, click on my username, takes to the channel page, click on the playlist tab, and that'll be Commodore 64 there, along with other stuff. Good. Also, check out the review games played so far playlist of all the Commodore 64. So I've done the exactly the same mistake as I did on the first track. So, look, there, you don't need to stop. You can stop and get more fuel if you want to, but you don't really need to stop. So only stop if you're in big bother. Otherwise, I'd recommend to you just driving through the thing every lap, and that'll give you enough top up probably to get to the end and win the race quite easily. So if I was to play it again, I think I'd be thrashing everyone. I'll say this now anyway. We aim the reviews to be about 10 minutes long. Sometimes they go a bit long if I enjoy myself and I forget about the time completely. It's not bad. Yeah, do check out the reviews of Hot Rod as well, another top-down racing game, and Badlands. But this is, well, Badlands is like a side... Well, I suppose it is top-down. It's got a bit of an angle to it. Right, I'm going to come third because one lorry's blown up anyway. But I could easily be coming second and then challenging for first each time. Lap 4. Damage 0. That's easy because there's no lorries anywhere near me. There's no one anywhere near me at all. It's almost like I'm doing a practice lap. There is a practice mode you might have seen on the front there. Right. I'm gone against my own advice there. I should have just driven through the pits for a quick refuel. But anyway, I think I can make it to the end. We're in France. Do you recognise it? I think that was my criticism of the Amiga review. It doesn't matter what country you're in. There's nothing to mark it out that it is France at all. Just normal tracks. It could well be in Huddersfield in the UK. Everything. But anyway. Ooh. Yeah, so a bit more colour. I'm not sure this come out on the ZX Spectrum. I'm not sure. I'll have to try and track it down. It's a bit where someone says I've already reviewed it on the Spectrum and just forgotten, but we definitely reviewed it on the Commodore Amiga anyway. It's better as an 8-bit game, as I said before. So the Commodore 64. I'm not sure what rankings this would have got back in the day. I try and keep away from the reviews, so I give it an independent view of what I think. But I think they would have thought it was okay without being spectacular. There's better examples of top-down racing games around. My fuel's going low. Let's just drive through here a bit more. I'm going to come third regardless. I don't think I'm going to see my opponents anywhere here. An overlay map would have been okay. That would have been an additional thing to see how far away your opponents were, or just maybe a timer like plus or minus how far in front. But besides that, it's adequate. It's doing okay. If I'd been bought this for a birthday as a kid, if I'd had a Commodore 64, I wouldn't be disappointed. The lorry does slow down if you drive on the grass, so it's advantageous to stay on the grey stuff. I like the way that the trailer takes a little while to right itself when you do a bit of steering, which is nice to see. We're doing 72 kilometres an hour. I can go a bit quicker here. So another third place coming up. I don't think I'm going to buy a great deal of that stuff, but it's nice seeing the tracks and getting gradually used to it. So it is newbie friendly. You're going to get past the first track regardless. There's my times. Lap 3 wasn't particularly good, and that's where I lost out because I should have had gone in for fuel. But anyway, so I've only got 700 cash. Let's see here. Engine, what does that cost? Yeah, there we go. That cost 600. I could buy that. We'll get better acceleration. There we go. We've got it. Good acceleration. I think I needed more of a top speed really, so I haven't been very clever with the cash. Germany, which looks very much like France and the other tracks. Boom. Ooh. Right, we go through here again, repair my damage immediately. The most fall you can have is 150 it seems. I shouldn't have done that on the first lap because everyone's stuck behind the ball, and this is quite a tight track. You can take shortcuts going across the grass, which it slows you down. Oh, I'm taking heavy damage here. Second place. Not sure how far it gets before you blow up. I think we're going to find out here. Oh, I can't take too much of this. 87, it's flashing, so it'll probably be 100 and you're doomed. I don't think I'm going to finish the race here. Yeah, look at that, it's exploded. So that's what you don't do. That's what you don't do. As soon as you exploded, it's race over, man. So yeah, as soon as the car's blown up, that's pretty much it. Oh, it's still showing. It's still getting me over to Italy, is it? Italia. I haven't got any cash there. If I wanted to start the race again, it'd be Italy. Let's give it a go. But I didn't get any upgrades there, so I'm losing big time. Yes. See. Best if you weren't here, I'd reload this, and I was just playing on my own. I'd reload this now because I know what to do. Win the first race, spend the money on a better engine, and I'll be flying. As soon as you start getting a little bit behind, start a bit losing from track to track, it's very unlikely that you're going to catch back up again. But anyway, there we go. It's a nice game in there. As I say, I don't think it would have scored too much back in the day, but I'm enjoying it for what it is. But I am a fan of this sort of genre of games anyway, top-down racing stuff. People that aren't, well, they're probably better examples to play. I'm liking it as a bit of a truck sort of like theme, a bit of jeopardy that you don't get your truck destroyed, you get stuck in traffic, and you get very, very annoying. But yeah, I think it'll be quite easy if you get off to a good start. But anyway, addictive stuff. Good. I like this game. Right, I wouldn't have cried if it stopped working one day, but it's a nice one. Ooh, I might be hearing this engine noise in my sleep here. See, look at that, because I didn't upgrade my lorry. I'm struggling even to stay in the top 3. I'm in 4th place, and I think as soon as you finish outside the top 3, that's it, you've had it. But I say that, but I did explode last time, and it put me through to the next race anyway. I think we've pretty much seen all this game has to offer, you know. I don't think I'll show you a great deal more. Handling takes a little bit of getting used to, but top-down race people want a bit of arcade action. Yeah, I think they would have been okay with this until a better game come along, like Slicks. That was Formula 1 cars. That's always going to be a bit more exciting, wasn't it? There. Right, I'm catching up 3rd place gradually. This is Italy, can't you tell? Let's go and get some fuel. There we go, so that's what you need to do. Should have done that from the first race, really. I think the other competitors are maybe about half a lap up by now. I saw them go past the other way of the screen. Lap 4. Ooh. Yeah, let me know if you complete this. I suspect when you do the championship, I reckon it might loop round again, like Hot Rod did on the on a lot of versions. Or it might give you a game over sequence. Let me know. What does it do? Does it give you a top game over sequence, or is that it? Right, come on, 3rd place, yeah. Oh man, taking a bit of fuel's flashing. Oh, I missed the fuel spot. So it's Doomsville again. Because I'm never going to get round the whole lap, I think. Is this the last lap anyway? Lap 4. I'm going to be poodling around like a wally. Yeah, he's done it again. Fuel 5, fuel 4. I think I might just park this lorry up in a moment. Just park this lorry up and then go for a sandwich somewhere. There we go, this is like a nice safe place to park. Let's have a picnic. Anyway, hope you liked having a look at that. It wasn't bad, it wasn't spectacular, but it was adequate. Fans of top-down racing games, I think, would have liked it or get sufficient fun. Could be a bit easy after a few goes. But anyway, hope you liked having a look at that. That was International Truck Racing on the Commodore 64, better than the Commodore Amiga version, published by Zeppelin Games in 1993. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then by all means put that in the comment section below. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.